Now, good. Let us leave theories there and return to here's here. Now, here. 'Tis goad again. The teak coffin, pew glass spannel fitted, feats to the east, was to turn in later, and pitly-patly near the porpoise, materially effecting the cause. And this, liever, is the thing how. Any number of conservative public bodies, through a number of select and other committees, having power to add to their number before voting themselves and himself town, port, and garrison by a fit and proper resolution, following a court's order of the ground wet, once for all out of plotty existence, as a force cut, so you, Matt Skippy, might to you cut and runner on a new pack of clerds, made him, while his body still persisted, their present of a pro tem grave in Moyalta of the best lof nich pattern. Then, as much in demand among Missonesans as the Isle of Man today among limnophobes. Watched even. It was in a fairly fishy kettle-carry, after the Fianna's foreman had taken his handful, enriched with ancient woods and dear duchy deep blins, mid which were an old knoll and a trout beck, veiny vein of her osieri, and a chatty Sally with any wilt or walt, who would ongle her, as Isaac did to the tickle of his rod, and watch her waters of her Cillian waters of, and there now brown Peter a ripple. May their quilt gild lightly over his somnolutent form. Who for you lies his last, by the wrath of bog, like the erst cursed Hun in the bed of his true blue Donahue? Best. This was to have been underground heaven or mole's paradise, which was probably also an inversion of a fallophorus, intended to foster wheat crops and to ginder up tourist trade. Its architect, Monsieur Pour-la-Chasse, having been obstiated lest he should petrify such an ever, while the contractors, Messrs. T.A. Burkett and L.O. Toolhalls, were made invulnerably venerable. First to the west, our master builder, Castle Villainous, openly dammed and blasted by means of a hydromine, system sewing and belting, exploded from a reinvented TNT bombing post up a hoy of 11 and 30 wing rests, circuiter, to storm board out of his aerial torpedo, Otan Dynamon. Contacted with the expectant minefield by tins of improved ammonia lashed to her shield-plated gunwale and fused into trip-up cables, slipping through tholes and playing down from the conning tower into the ground battery fuse boxes, all differing as clocks from keys, since nobody appeared to have the same time of beard. Some saying by their orlog it was 6th Street strike to 9, more holding with Orion voked it was deigned to Fife. He afterwards, whenever his blather began to fall off him and his rough bark was wholly husky, and, stoop by stoop, he neared it, woodman spare, carefully lined the ferro-concrete result with rot-proof bricks and mortar, fast to fast, and retired beneath the heptarchy of his towerets, the Beauchamp, byword, bull and lion, the white, the wardrobe, and bloodied. So encouraging, instepping, all's hats believed. Additional useful counsels public with hoofed off dealings, which were well holden of Lady Kent's to whoer out such as the Breeders' Union, the Guild of Merchants of the Staple, AUC, to present unto him with funeral pomp, over and above that a stone slab, with the usual Macpella address of valediction, a very fair-worded instance of false meaning etymology. We have done ours, go helt with you, Herr Herewhipit, overgiven it, skidoo. but to house and all board shoops, show coffins, winding sheets, goodbye beer ships, cinerary urns, lie aloud glasses, snuff chest, potting tubs, lacrimal vases, hoodendoses, reekwater beckers, break middles, zoot sacks for eat lust, including up your health in rookwurst and meet the worst often fork and pootsies, and for that matter, javel also, any kind of inhumanitarian bric-a-brac for the adornment of his glass-stone onoferum would, met these train of conditions, naturally follow, alas, in the ordinary course, enabling the round-the-worlder wandelings white, did such as pass him to live all safe at homely the pre-senile days of his life of opulence, ancient ere decrepitude, late Lent's last lenience, till stuttering stage, wailing away the whole of the while, hypnos, chilia, eonion, lethallulled between explosion and re-explosion, Donnerwater, Hunder Thunder, from Grosskopf to Megapod, embalmed of grand age, rich in death anticipated. Mm.